I get the vaccine? I don't want to put my business out on there, but no. Yo, when people better not ask me that shit at work either. I'm gonna take that shit like a HIPAA violation. Don't be asking me my Reese Creed card, orientation, nothing. Nigga, leave me the fuck alone. I'm vaccinated and I don't feel like talking to you niggas about it.
So did they hit y'all with that you gotta get tested once a week shit? Cause they started already putting mandates out on niggas.
And they just said,
here we go.
What's the mayor name? Lance Bottoms, whatever.
Yeah, Keisha.
She just reinstated the mask law for indoors.
She did what?
She just reinstated the mask thing for indoors.
I respect that. We should take preventative measures and all that.
I just feel like the city needs to shut down again.
What?
The city needs to shut down again.
Nah.
Everybody need to take their ass home and sit the fuck down.
Nah, at this point, I'm at the survival
I ain't had
to
a
finish
chance
shit.
to sit down, bro.
I'm with the survival to finish shit at this point. Everybody has time.
You know, these millennials with their opinions and their podcasts, every one of them has podcasts nowadays. Hey, no one cares about your opinion, buddy. Alright, I'm here to tell you. I don't care what you think about love or sex, politics or religion, or how you're socioeconomic, blah, blah, blah. Save it for someone who cares.
But they shit not better than ours. This is another Millennial Podcast. I am another Millennial Podcast host. I go by the name of Nick Teasy, aka Young Tizzard. Shout out to my motherfucking boy Wizard.
In the motherfucking building.
AKA LaPod James, aka Big Homie Young Segway Son. We got a guest in the building. Happy birthday guest in the building, you know what I mean? My boy Young Wizard.
Come on.
Right on time.
Yes, sir.
You can go ahead, Los.
Yeah, you know, this is Los. Don't mind the bartending. Call me Bartender Los. LG Ghost. I'm just partying hard out here today, celebrating my boy Wizzy's birthday.
Come on.
Let's go, my boy dressed up today for
Oh,
the
yeah.
occasion. Shout
For
out to
the
him.
occasion.
That's so fire.
Yep. Alright, what's up? It's your girl Ace Boogie, Ace B the God, ACB, AC Montana, Hotep Ace, all of them. You know what I'm saying? A1 State Sauce. Holla at me.
And it's your boy Grizo, aka No Face No Case, aka the man, the myth, the ghost.
Can we also call you John Cena?
Why would you do that? Oh,
Because we can't see you.
All the fans gonna call you John Cena. And then you got any aliases out here you want to shout out?
Yeah, man. It's Young Wizzle the Wizard. Young nigga just turned 29.
Whole lot of games.
Young nigga just on shit.
What's it called? Soundboard coming soon for sure. Big air horns right there.
I was pushing all of them buttons right there. Yeah, gunshots in the background too, I bet you.
So what up, man? How everybody doing today, man?
Chillin'.
Fucking wonderful, bro.
I feel like a housewife. I was cooking all day, bro. House husband. I think that too. I didn't mind it though. It was kind of cool. I had the day off cooking. Felt good.
That's dope.
How y'all feel?
Yo, for real, self-care days be the best. Like, when you just do some shit for you that you don't normally get to do every day, that shit be lit, low-key. But, on another note, I'm fantastic, bro. Ain't got no complaints this week. I'm good. I'm A1.
What do you do on your self-care days?
Shit. Clean. I need to clean my
hair
car.
done, everything fit.
Yep. Cut my hair. Goddamn.
That's what she be coming in with.
read.
Hair flexing every week.
I mean, I be going to the barber too, you know what I'm saying? I ain't that far.
Take care of yourself.
But, you know, yeah, go wash clothes. Like, typical shit that the week just makes it so hard to do.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, why don't you just do that shit all the time?
Because the week makes it hard to do.
Easier said than done, I guess, huh?
Hell yeah.
How you doing?
I work like 12 hours a day.
Do you?
Yeah. But only for like 3.5 days, though. Like,
Hardest worker in the game, though, I feel you.
yeah. And you know, I got like 50 of them jobs. You already know.
Yes, sir. So shit, I'm too good to complain. Too good, not good enough to be complacent or whatever the fuck I be saying. Another day in paradise. I don't feel like I said that in a couple episodes.
Do you feel like you just stumbled on your too good to complain, not too good to be complacent, because I told you that's not the first time I heard.
Oh yeah.
Like it ain't real for you anymore.
Hey, yeah, I still don't believe that. I still don't believe you though. Like
You
I
ain't-
think
you
just
ain't
said that
original.
to get in my head. Like
No. No.
I always felt like that was very original, and I came up with that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I do admit somebody else could have said it as well, but it ain't popular yet.
I agree.
I'm good, baby.
Hey.
So man, let's start with an Ask the Cast this week. Ain't shit really happening in the world, so.
It's like always something happening.
Always. I was
I mean,
thinking.
I got
kills
a
me
few
when
shit.
they say
I
that.
got. Hey, I mean, we can start with a few announcements. You want a few announcements?
Go for it. Please.
I mean, just random ass announcements. For all of you all that didn't know, it's Wiz's birthday.
Come on, I was gonna say that too.
He turned 29 when our
Come on.
podcast turned 25
Come on.
episodes.
Hey.
But no, I just oh yeah, word. I did find out Dragon Ball Super is coming out with a movie, another movie. Dragon Ball Super Heroes. As if Super didn't have enough too much in the franchise. And I also found out, this is probably delayed hella years though, One Piece getting a live action on Netflix.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
But it's gonna be like a series, so it's not gonna be a movie. So I'm actually a little excited, a little more than I want it to be.
I would think that you would actually be a little more concerned about that.
I was, but until I found out that it was a series, as opposed to being
Why
a
does
whole
that make
movie.
it better?
Because live action movies are shit that try to compress a whole arc into a fucking 2 hour and a half, 2 hour movie, as opposed to being able to tell a whole season in about the same amount of episodes. Like you have a little bit more to play with.
But it's an anime and they trying to make it real. I feel like you can't ever make the live action as good visually as the anime. It's
Right.
Like, it's a fucking movie. So
And I'm not gonna
you know,
take it as like, okay, this is a actual adaptation, full on. This is canon now. That's not how I'm gonna watch this. And so I'm just gonna watch it as a fan when it does finally come out. And
I think that shit gonna be trash. Every time they try to make anime live action, it's always bombs.
a big reason that they're trying to do it more so is to try to attract more people and to refresh people on what, like, I guess the original story was in the beginning.
Yeah, but I don't think they got the formula yet. Because
I mean,
they haven't
yeah.
made it interesting. People are always interested, but you know, again, it's just how do you make a live action film look as cool as the anime that we all know? That's some shit that was animated.
Right, and that's the
You know what I
thing.
mean?
We're not
It's a
excited.
disadvantage.
It's hard to be excited because all we have is live action films. We don't have a live action series yet, and that's what gives me hopes for this.
Well, sorry to shit on you.
They should make it look like Lion King.
These are just announcements.
If it looked like Lion King, that'd be fire.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
I was about to say, speaking of new shit coming out, Will Smith about to be on some new shit.
Serena and Venus
Yeah.
dad or some shit.
Yeah, he
right?
about to play their dad in the
King
movie.
Richard is what the movie's called.
Yeah.
Favorite Will Smith movie right now?
So wait, hold up.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Pursuit of Happiness. Is
I
mine.
Am a Legend.
I was about to say that.
Y'all can go ahead.
Mine's is I Am Legend.
Come on.
That's a good one. Nah, you gotta go before me. I gotta think about this.
I said Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one too. I thought I was gonna be corny with that one, but
Nah,
that's
that's that
somebody
shit.
thought it. Yeah.
That shit fire.
Damn, I want to say
7 pounds was good for me
I
I
too.
fucking hated that
Nigga,
guy.
you like
Yeah.
Wild Wild
Yeah.
West or some shit.
What movie?
Look at Ali or some shit.
What movie you said, Los?
I said 7 pounds real quick.
Okay.
Yo, my boy love that movie, and I still haven't watched that shit. That's crazy.
Gen Z.
But I really,
What's
I
yours?
really,
like my vote.
that's a good one. But I really said that because I really fuck with Pursuit of Happiness. I really want to say another same one.
I remember the movie where it was with his son. Which one was that?
Pursuit of
After
Happiness.
Earth.
Yeah, that's Pursuit of Happiness.
No, he was young though.
It's not
Jada
Oh.
Smith.
Earth. It's out there.
I Am Legend is a great one.
Are you talking about After Earth or Pursuit of Happiness?
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. I forgot.
After Earth.
I forgot.
Bruh, the scene, the man had this fucking kid in the bathroom with him. Oh, my bad. Alright.
What happened?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
it's
After
too-
Earth.
It was After Earth. He said the plane crashed.
No, I was thinking of Pursuit of Happiness because it's like he had like a little computer or something. He had to get around with him.
Yeah, the bone density scanner.
Whatever it was.
Oh, that wasn't a time machine?
Bruh, he was
No,
trying to
okay.
slang a bone density scanner, bro. He could not get that shit off.
You had to be in Pursuit of Happiness because nobody fucked with After Earth that time. Like, that ain't nobody's favorite movie.
Wait, he did that with Jaden Smith?
I
too?
mean, it's not my favorite, but I fucked with it. I liked it. I liked it.
Oh,
I liked it.
Who killed the movie for you? Was it Will or was it Jaden?
Cause it was the only two niggas in it.
Well-
like his accent, that nigga was fucking useless. It was like, what do you just
His
hear?
accent?
Yeah, his accent was trash. And he was just like stuck in the shit the whole time. With the trash accent just talking. That shit was fun. That was just a bad movie. That's me personally. My personal.
I got off track and shit. I started throwing in curveballs and shit.
Nah, that was a good one though. Men in Black is definitely like the best Will Smith movie.
Yo, that was a good movie.
One or two
The first
or
one.
three.
It's always the first one.
I did go see the last one though. But what's her name? The female and the white dude.
What was that?
Tessa
Like
Thompson.
forever? Oh, okay.
And I know the white dude name too because he was one of the Avengers. Thor.
Thor.
Chris Hemsworth.
Look at you.
Hemsworth.
That's because Thor, my nigga. I fuck with him. He look like Triple H to me.
Yo, he really do though. I really think that every time, but
I'm not gonna
I
make
ain't,
that
I ain't know I was the only one who felt that way.
I'm gonna think of that every time now.
Alright, so oh yeah, ask the cast. Shit. Oh yeah, so I sent y'all this stupid ass post that I saw. A girl posted it, and I'm kind of mad that I even sent it to y'all because I don't like when shit like that actually get my attention, but it really did. Alright. So this one girl posted on a social. If we not married, why would I give a kid I'd carry for 9 months your last name? Why? How? 3 question marks. And the girl responded, darn. If we're not married, it's my child, and I don't have to give my child that I carry for 9 months the last name of a man who ain't my husband. He's just a father, and there is no ties to him. Even if we're married, I don't need to give my kids my husband's last name. It's 2021.
Now, I'm gonna be controversial because I always gotta take the side of the women.
Make this make sense.
But her logic is all the way off.
Okay.
Like I don't agree with the logic at all.
thought you
I
was
don't
gonna
agree with the
say
logic
no,
at
I
all.
don't agree with this shit.
No way.
Like she definitely doesn't seem to have a sense of oneness, which probably isn't a good trait for somebody who's trying to be married. You know what I mean? But for the most part, like it is 2021. We don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if these niggas ain't taking no active role being a father. Now, if they are, you know what I'm saying, by all means, that's just communication. That's just being an adult about the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this person is going to be an active role, they probably going to want their last name. You know what I'm saying? But in the same sense, if them niggas not there, fuck that nigga. Name him whatever the fuck you want him to name him. You can name that nigga Pluto Johnson and your last name.
Why would you just give this nigga a random last name?
I'm just saying.
Not even hers.
You know what I'm saying? Not
This
even
nigga's a Johnson now.
Right.
He's starting his own.
do
tree.
what the fuck you want to do. It's 2021, my nigga.
Like she said, it's 2020. What the year? I guess.
I
Nah,
hate people say that to be
yeah,
honest,
but
like-
now you gotta think about shit when niggas be like, "Yo, bro, smoke your blunt right here." Like you just outside in front of a building. It's like it's 2021, bro.
Yeah, that's what
Like
it is,
it's like.
Give me a hard fucking time for no reason. But with this shit, it's actually funny y'all say her logic makes no sense. I disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree. But I think I could understand a woman feeling this way. You know what I mean? I think it's wrong, but it's not illogical. It's like if she feel like she did a lot more from birth and he ain't really contributing and she doing everything and he's not gonna be contributing. If that scenario they not together, he, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
that's-
those are all
still his
assumptions
child.
that he's not
And then
around.
The only thing about, because I personally, what made me so angry about it is like, why wouldn't I want to give my kid my last name as a man? But it's like, if I'm not really contributing, and I can see a woman having that pride, like, I want my last name to last too.
Yeah.
Now, you know me.
You
You
know,
know me.
there's no
You
one-
know me and my
Right.
story. And I really could give a fuck about my last name. And, like, that is something that I've told myself, like, I really could give a shit if I ever lost this last name. I get told, go ahead and change it. And I'm like, yeah, but that's a hassle. So, like, if I get presented the opportunity to continue my blood but not my last name,
So
man,
would
why
you
not?
Would you be down to give your kid your
Baby mothers.
let's say wife? Ooh, that's a tough one. 'Cause
No.
What's her last name if that's your wife? Yeah, let's say baby mother last name.
Like she don't take your last name.
So I
She
guess
just
that's,
not fucking with your last name from the
Bro,
jump.
that's great.
that's the first question. If you get married, would you want your wife to take your last name if you don't really fuck with your last name?
like, if we
Why
have
can't you?
if we have to show some sort of unity, then I really, if you want my last name, fuck it, go ahead. But I could care less if you are okay and if I fuck with her last name, hell yeah.
You're taking her last name.
If you are, and
That's a
like,
twist.
look, hold up.
You would definitely take her last name.
Especially if it's a cool ass last name, I'll take it.
Give me your
Yeah,
last
give
name
me
that you
your
would
shit.
take.
Like Guzman.
No.
That's not a good last name.
Diaz,
I don't know this player.
What the fuck is that? Oh, that's a Latino last
Diaz,
name, huh?
Perez.
Why they all gotta be Latino?
I mean,
What you want to be, William Johnson?
that could be. It don't matter.
You want to be a Torrance?
Shit, it don't matter. Hey, yeah, Torrance is a cool ass name. Brian, like shit. Shit.
Yo, I swear to God, I was just about to say.
Everybody's last name is cooler than Gonzalez.
Bro, I think of Speedy Gonzalez, bro, and
That's
fire.
exactly why I don't like it.
That's fire.
Nah.
As far as like Latino last names, Gonzalez is pretty cool. He got a Z in there.
Right.
You gotta roll it. Yeah, you gotta roll Gonzalez. You gotta roll that motherfucker. Roll that.
Nah.
That shit fire.
Nah. Maybe Gonzalez would be cool if I had a different first name.
Like Rodrigo.
Right.
Rodrigo Gonzalez.
Like so, yeah. like my mom had plans for my name. I wish she went through with that one, cause like if she went through with her name, I would be Miguel Angel, like
That's fire.
Michelangelo in Spanish.
You would have to like undo like both of those.
All right, like, and I would always have to have like a mini stand
Stand outside the club with a check for it.
Like, I wouldn't be allowed to speak English.
I'm
to
done.
women.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm
bro.
done.
I'm trying to talk you out of taking her last name. I don't care how fire her shit is. She got a fuego.
Bro, it's 2021, bro. Let him do what he wants.
Look,
No.
chill. That's if you forced a marriage on me. Like, that's if I'm getting married. You know, if we're just talking baby mamas, baby
She
should have
proposed to you too?
the baby mom. I don't know. It's all different. I really don't know. If I'm with this bitch, then I'm with her.
Oh.
Hey yo, it looked like we got some comments on the Instagram. What is saying Instagram? In turn.
One of them said you're. That's when y'all started.
Year two. Fuck with you.
Damn, so you giving them last name.
What they saying? Years
I mean-
later.
Because you know my history, and it's just like I get associated with like literally the same like my father all the time.
I feel
So cut that shit off. I don't even care. And
Yo,
I know
real
I've
talk.
grown out of it, but
But good
I'm
thing you're not a
definitely
junior.
gonna legally change my name to Ace. Like that's definitely
That's
in the
fine.
plans.
Oh my gosh.
That's fire.
that's cool.
Wow.
But nah, why?
Bro.
Because what if you get into some shit and everybody know you as Ace? They don't know your real name. But then you change your shit. Now you really Ace. Like now Ace really did that shit. Ace really did that. Like yeah.
That's just what it is,
Alright.
man.
Okay.
Are you seriously considering that?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Bro, I don't want to legally have my
What would your
name.
nicknames be if your regular name?
Mike Wells.
What would your nicknames be if your regular name was Ace?
Reverse.
Ace Boogie. You know what I'm saying?
They call you by your government as a nickname.
No.
You gotta add.
It's gonna be all them renditions of Ace, bro. Niggas be like Ace of Spades.
Okay.
I'm like, but I'm really the Ace of Hearts though.
Yeah, then they're gonna start calling you
You know what I'm
Spades.
saying?
Oh, that's a
Spades.
fire nickname.
I would be the dumbass calling you.
But
like,
see, I know
can I call you
somebody.
Of for
I know
short?
somebody named Spades, and I'm like, nah.
Alright.
And he always rock a Ace ring too, like.
Took your whole shit before we just we just described the nigga on here.
You just be the Ace of Hearts, Ace of Diamonds.
I mean, I do prefer the Ace of Hearts.
I
You know what I'm
know,
saying?
that's
Niggas
what it
always
is.
assume that it's the Ace of Spades that I fuck with, but I'm really the Ace of Hearts.
Right.
Rocket
Fire.
Hearts.
You know me though.
I would have too, cause you a Cancer.
You know me though.
Yeah.
You know me. Other niggas be like, oh yeah, this Ace of Spades, this big dog, this OG, this the homie.
Come on.
Who say that?
That's
Nigga,
fire.
random niggas like
That's
they
the
be like,
homie.
Ace, where the hoes at? Like I just know the hoes. Like
I thought you was just joking. People
No.
say that to you.
really do. Like
That's fire. That's a
Man,
fire
on these
introduction.
streets.
Yeah. Big dog.
We don't make nicknames up out here.
period.
I think I came up with all my niggas.
I think Shorty, I don't know, bro. It is what it is. How old is she? That's the real question. I feel like that's some young person shit.
I'm gonna guess 26. Just throwing that number.
I could feel that. She might be. I know she ain't like near 30.
Gen Z or millennial? Which one y'all think?
What's some?
That's a millennial.
Yeah, millennial.
This somebody closer to 30 talking like this.
It is.
I had to guess. If I had to guess.
What you think, Gen Z?
Wait, what they talk about? I forgot.
What the second girl had said, all that shit talking about is 2021.
Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot too lately. Like just talking about, like I guess this year's supposed to everything's supposed to be different, but it's like,
No. She was asking if you think the girl is Gen Z or a millennial.
saying that, I really feel like that sounds like towards Gen Z, low key.
Which one is
Them
that?
niggas don't give a fuck. His
Everybody be
age
trying
group.
to
Yeah,
take
told
over
you,
their own-
yeah, that sound like some young shit.
Our intern who didn't get an introduction, by the way, is
We asked him how he was doing and that.
he is our
No.
Generation Z representative.
I ain't gonna throw no shade at the youngins. That could be at anybody shit. She probably just got problems she gotta deal with on the inside.
Damn.
She fucking mad she got her dad last name.
No, but I ain't gonna lie though. When I read it, I really did think like I could definitely understand a woman feeling like that.
No, I
But
could.
I just
What's her Twitter handle?
wholeheartedly disagree. No, I'm not.
Chill,
Oh,
chill,
what-
chill.
No. I mean, like, I guess. Let me
Nope.
see. I just want to see if like she black, white.
Anchor that shit away from the camera.
Let me see.
I mean, yeah, they both of the same origins.
Oh hell no!
Similar
You
origins.
click on her shit, she probably sell lashes and it probably say
Yeah.
class of 2024 on her joint.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
I think
She's entitled to her opinion.
we all are. I guess I kind of just be feeling bad. It made me think of women like, damn, y'all really don't get y'all last name. That shit over for you.
Like, could a woman be a junior? Like, if you had
Unless
your-
they meet a real nigga like me.
Come on.
Oh wow, I forgot.
Black culture question.
Boy,
Come on with it.
I ain't bring it up in the pre-pro
They get
'cause I
so
want you to
excited
think
for
about
this.
it.
Come on with it.
But could a girl be a junior though?
Hold on, we gonna come back to that, my brother. You hang on.
All right.
All right, so every time Lo say nigga on the pod, we ask him a black culture question. And last week was actually one of the first weeks, if not the first week, that he didn't say nigga. And so I was like, man, I
Period.
came with some great questions. All right, so
I try not to study just to keep these entertaining.
Can I ask a bonus question after your question?
Okay, yeah, I like that. All right, so Los, please name 4 different names for white people. 4 different names.
I guess
that
that's
you
fair.
use for black.
That's
white
fair. That's fair.
feel like this is about to be bad.
Yeah, I mean, like you're literally making me sound like just yell obscenities on live.
Say 'em.
I hope we don't get shut down for this.
It's not.
Say 'em.
All three of you watching out there.
Curse words about white people aren't offensive.
Okay. So what I know, I know.
We do name
a
them random
honky.
ass shit.
Cracker. And I said that with the hard R. Y'all, you said it was okay.
Alright, 2 more.
What I
I'm
got?
trying to whisper this nigga any answers.
No. I mean, you can call him pasty.
I was taking pasty.
I fuck with pasty. That's funny as hell.
I'll give it to him. We don't necessarily say it, but you know.
I was gonna go with something like Yankee, but that's like really like Southern. Shit.
Wouldn't
Hold
it
on.
be Indians?
Huh?
Wouldn't that be white people calling Indians that? Native Americans?
Yankees?
that?
No, that's
Calling me that.
I heard we're not supposed to accept that either. We're supposed to be offended by Yankee.
Yeah, Yankee?
Yankee.
But they like won the war. Like, what you mean?
Niggas mad at
Right.
you.
They won.
Oh,
Niggas be
shit.
like, okay.
Why you think about that? Just on a tangent. The Confederates really traitors, bro. Like, why do these niggas get to just wave that flag in our country? That was some treasonous shit. Anyways,
Alright.
that's a whole nother.
Hotel TZ in the building. I see you, my boy. I see you.
Accept that shit. That's like somebody in Germany waving around some Nazi shit.
Why do we
These niggas
accept?
trying to
We
take
don't. We
over.
obviously don't accept it. It's just accept it.
Fuck that. It's accepted because they got whole ass statues.
Yeah. Jesus.
What?
Hell
We
no,
don't
bro.
vote.
What?
I don't even think he white.
No, I was just thinking.
Oh.
No, that's not my final answer. That's not my final answer. It's not my final answer. Hold up. Man, y'all are funny.
See, I felt like 4 was the right number. I was debating shit. I knew 4, 3 or 4.
What happens if he doesn't know the answer right? We
You
get
gotta
to
take
beat
5
his
shots.
ass?
Oh, the man.
The man. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a.
That's a pretty good
I
one.
give him that. I
That's
give
a
him
pretty
that.
good one.
That's my first veto, dog. I don't like that one.
I
That's
really didn't
good.
like that one.
I
either.
ain't
I ain't
like
like
that
that one.
Yeah, I ain't fuck with the man.
Oh shit, the Gen Z guy got to be the tiebreaker. Is the man a good nickname that black people use
When you at work
for white
and
people?
somebody like, what you doing working for the man right now?
Oh yeah.
Like, nah, I mean,
You know he's white man.
We'll let
you
say
know
that.
he a white man. Yeah. You ain't gonna call no black man the man.
Right.
Nah, you would call him the man, but you wouldn't say it with that kind of connotation.
Yeah.
You would say it with
Like, I'm
the.
with a man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I'm surprised you
Yeah,
yeah,
right
right
now
now
I'm
cop
working
out
with
on
both.
Caucasian. I thought he was gonna cop out, but
Okay,
Y'all
nice.
got any favorites? Like
I was
palm
gonna
colors.
say-
That's one of my new favorites.
Palm colors.
Oh.
I've heard of that too.
I like
I was gonna
mayonnaise.
say why people like
Oh,
WHYPIPO.
Come on.
Man, I like online they call them the YTs, like just white.
Oh yeah.
Cause you gotta think it's either YouTube or
Okay,
white.
so you
Right.
What is
Right.
it?
Right.
We're also counting like internet shit too. Okay. What?
Caucasoids.
That's my favorite one.
White Walker.
White Walker.
Bro, that's just like a pair of Air Force Ones. White Walker. That's fire.
There really are so many.
It's crazy that you said so many because I only knew about 4.
Did you have a bonus question?
I did, but I don't. I ain't think of one in time.
Alright. And before that, you actually had a point that he had responded to when he said nigga. I knew you was gonna forget. And it was something that you really did.
Oh,
So you were saying that
Ah.
you were saying that you feel bad for the ladies.
Cause they don't get to keep their last name. And he was like, cause they ain't met no real nigga like me.
But can girls be juniors though? Like if you had your mom whole joint,
What's your
can
point?
she put junior on the end of that shit?
I think that's where the second come from. She's just a second.
She
I don't
a
know why it's a
second?
difference.
Nah, that
She's
might
a
be
second.
fired.
That's
That's
just-
because junior probably like a dude name or something.
I guess.
Got that gender role shit.
I think they don't do it with women because women change their last name.
She just gotta change hers
So
too.
when she is not gonna be a junior when she get married.
But the kid ends up taking the last name too though.
Right. Like the mom married to the father.
So
took the
Junior
man
just
last
becomes
name,
the
then
last
the daughter
name.
got the man last name.
We're talking about women though.
Yeah, the woman has the man's
Like
last name. They marry, and then the kid
the
has
kid
the man's
take the last name,
They
yeah.
got the same name at that point.
Then the daughter gets married.
So she got an extendo on her shit. She just her mom plus her nigga.
But she's not junior.
But she
no
should be
more.
a junior when she born. We talking about born, bro.
I think you can be a junior until you get married.
All right, so what if Los was a junior and then he took his baby mom's name?
Whoa.
I mean, feel like this is
So
a very
what,
plausible
is
situation.
he not a
Really
junior no
is.
more? Like he can't junior her last name?
Junior once removed.
I'm
I
so
think about
done.
it like this. Your sister, your older sister, or your sister, your younger sister, first female she gets named after your mom, and now your sister is married. Could she have been a junior for the first 20 whatever years of her life? Yeah, sure, it didn't have to change it, but what even the fuck is the point if she gonna change it anyways?
So here's my
think that's why people don't
my
do it.
family's example is just like my mom hasn't been married to any of these dads, and I was about to
Yeah,
say it
she might
again.
never get married.
My point is,
You should have.
Maria is named after your mom, right? She's never Maria. Now she's married, and you can only be a junior if your
Me and
names are exactly the same.
me and my sister are
She
both
won't
named
take his last name.
Gonzalez. We're both named Gonzalez after my dad.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And
No,
then,
don't.
Because why would she take his last name
Shit, it's her choice.
to remain a junior?
Hell yeah, she want
Right,
to hold that
yeah,
shit
heritage,
down.
nigga, for real.
And she gonna third whoever they had.
yeah, technically I'm like the third or fifth on my Carlos Gonzalez name. I'm not gonna.
It sounds like y'all taking the side of old girl from the ass.
Because in 2021, I meet
Yeah,
women
yup.
who, like, if they family just full of women, like daughters, like they got a father, and it's just 3 daughters, they want to keep their dad name alive, so they really be campaigning.
Yeah, my little sister got her dad name, and me and my sister got our dad name. It's not. Well, I mean, mine is like if I had a choice, I wouldn't. But
And so what it sounds like to me is if the junior has a daughter, right?
Yeah.
like if I had a daughter,
It don't fucking matter about that if she get married later or not, right? Because I'm the third now. I definitely can't change my shit. It sounds like y'all agreeing then, right? Because
Oh yeah, man. If y'all got a plan with it, I'm
man,
respecting.
y'all
it.
wild.
I get it. I
Yeah,
get it.
well, see, that's why, and that's exactly why you don't give women this.
Like I said, I'm
let them
hyping it in
keep
my
their
shit.
last name.
I'm hyping it in
Exactly
my
why.
shit.
The whole fucking system gonna come down. It don't make sense.
who made the system?
The man.
The man, exactly.
So fuck the system. We gotta make a new one.
Fuck your veto.
Fuck,
too,
we
bitch.
making a new system 2021
Everyone use
on
the
the
man.
2022.
Period.
Yeah, I'm with all that shit.
We ain't giving our last names to no niggas coming out of no body.
Man, I'm telling you, dog. If I propose to a woman and she say yes and then tell me she ain't taking my last name, I'm gonna be offended.
You ain't fucking with the hyphen?
I don't like it, bruh. I'm gonna be honest, man.
Oh, you don't even want her to keep a little bit of
Hey,
herself?
is we a family or not, bruh? Is we a
But
family or not?
But you're not accepting
Because
her
I
as
gotta
her.
hyphen my shit. Are we not the same? That's my whole point. We a family or not? I'm sorry. That's my personal opinion. If she make a big thing about it, alright, it's your life. You could do that. But you gotta. I would much prefer she just take my last name.
Fact. I think a lot of people would.
You think right now society is built around the babies taking the father's last name because we technically write our name on the inside when we're in there.
You so stupid.
Alright, bro.
I can't stand him, bro.
Like, leave our signature in that motherfucker.
It's so quick. It's like, you don't get no chance to adjust.
Because I be trying to
like,
guess,
some
okay, where's it
silly-
gonna end? And it's like, damn, I definitely gonna see it going there.
Every time.
So nah.
Mm-mm.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, you do what you do in there, bro.
I can
Yo,
see, I can see it, like
I was gonna say, as
some
a
white
lesbian,
supremacist shit. Like yo, yeah.
as
some
a
power
lesbian,
shit.
I fuck with the hyphenated names.
That's fine.
I'm okay with
Well,
it.
both of y'all hyphenate your name?
I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
As long
of course.
As long as it's the same, and I'm not hyphenating mine.
Would it be?
Yeah,
a
see, I
de-
didn't think about that part. I didn't
Well,
think
I'm
about
not
that
doing
part.
it.
would it be a debate on who names go first?
I'll put hers
Hold up,
first.
TZ. What if her last name?
Yeah, mine
What
is
if?
first.
What? Alright, look, yours is first.
Family.
Yours is first, and her last name is the man.
We definitely ain't taking that last name, bro.
What?
That shit gotta die.
Torrance the man?
Nah, bro. Nah, bro. I don't like that one. I don't like that one.
How about the one?
Torrance the man.
The one. How about the one? Last name the one.
It's gonna be hard to get me to
Torrance
choose
the
last
one.
name better than mine.
Shit better than some fucking.
Oh, y'all gonna make up a last name?
Nah, man.
Yo,
I thought about
She
that
gonna have
shit.
to get down.
I would be down for that.
that'd
Like,
be
if
cool.
we was able to just go off and like
Right,
just
just
be,
make up a
just
name?
live, bro. I'm naming my child
the
like
whole truth.
7 something else. I ain't thought of the last name yet.
7
but
Estrada.
7.
You gotta
Wow,
name
shit.
one of your kids that could sound like.
One of nah. I'm naming one of them Phoenix.
I mean, that's pretty much all our names are. It's just like this is the sound that you gotta use to address me. That's all it is. So what's up with naming like? You know?
How do you spell that?
I don't know if I
You gotta write that shit
draw a
down.
pony. That's how you pronounce. That's how you pronounce.
That's how you fucking address me.
Bro, imagine roll call. You know, like first grade. Gonzalez.
How do you like to be addressed as? Do you like your last name better? No, ma'am.
They don't think that kid got Tourette's, bro.
Bro, imagine your friends having to explain to their parents they coming to your house. Like, I'm about to go house real quick. Like, nah, nigga. No, you not. You stay your ass right here. Nah. That's cool.
Y'all retarded.
So at the end of the day, women don't give us a hard time about their last name. Just take it.
Yo, bro, you better not tell them what to do, bro. Your
Don't say
ass gonna
man,
be
my
on the
bad.
shade,
Okay.
bro.
They right,
I joke. But I'm very surprised that y'all just y'all don't mind that. Like,
Bro, it's
not thinking your
2021.
last name. I'm serious.
I know you don't like that
I'm
excuse.
dead.
I know you don't like that excuse, but it's 2021, bro.
And it's just okay.
And it depends on how much pride you got in your last
And-
name.
and
Like,
the-
I'm kind of a similar situation to Carlos, where my last name shouldn't really even be my last name. And I had already thought about changing it, though, before that. Because I'm carrying a name from I don't even know where. I'd rather create my own shit. I'm just arrogant like that.
Yeah. No, that's not it. That's some real shit.
I'd rather create my own shit.
Are you seriously considering that as well?
Yeah, because if she already willing to take my last name, so you don't care about your shit, and I don't really care about my shit for real, so we might as well create our own shit.
Right.
That's
Let's do something
fire.
different.
Yeah.
Right.
You could be John Cena.
Jones.
John Cena.
Nah, I ain't thought about it too far, because I don't want to get my hopes up. Then the chick be like, no, absolutely not. And shit. Then we
Create a
We
name.
gotta be arguing and shit.
I remember you and I had discussed one.
We did?
I
What I
actually
say?
liked it. I think it was Banks.
No, that's what my last name's supposed to be. If I had my actual biological, you know what I'm saying,
Okay.
male names passed down.
I rock with Banks. I name my creative players that in 2K.
See?
Danny Banks.
Yeah,
Danny,
Banks.
so his middle name could be Money. The nickname, Danny Money Banks.
No, that's what it's supposed to be, though.
Damn, everybody thinking about changing their name.
Yeah.
Bro, you actually have a nice last name. Like it's
I'm
it's
honestly-
easy to say, it's easy to imagine you never thinking about changing yours.
Yeah, I wouldn't change that shit.
I mean, I love my last name. I always disliked my first, but I don't know if I ever really wanted to change it. I just wanted a nickname.
I don't run to random.
That's why you
voices.
made your own.
I guess. Yeah, to y'all point, and something you get to choose for yourself.
No, it's not. Nicknames is not normally just self-chosen, bro. You gotta earn those.
You nicknamed yourself?
You get to choose if you're gonna be called that, if you're gonna like accept it. So like,
yes, but you don't.
you can stop saying it.
This nigga nicknamed himself. Nigga just came out the house one day like, bro.
First
geez.
off, y'all not finna come for my boy because I nicknamed myself too. So y'all not finna come for my boy, okay?
Fire.
This is the same nigga I remember putting in our group chat like, yo, bro, I don't go by Wilson.
Yep. No. I said Waldo. Nah, cause y'all tried to nickname me some bullshit, so I had to but everybody called me Wizzle, so it's kind of like, all right, bro, like everybody knows me as Wizzle now, like, and that's a nickname niggas just gave me.
Oh no, it went from Waldo to Wilson.
Yeah. But it was only like 4 of y'all niggas who called me Waldo. It wasn't the streets calling me Waldo, nigga.
the fuck was who called you Waldo?
Bro, I don't know where that shit came from,
Damn.
bro. That's some joke, bro. Niggas used to have jokes back in the day.
I don't think I can go back to Wizard. After
What
hearing
part of Waldo is in your name?
Just a W shit, probably. I don't know. Wayne, Wizard, Wizzle, Waldo.
Child.
Started calling me that shit for no reason. I never knew why.
I mean, they recording it.
Who? Your mom?
No, Waldo from what was dude from Family Matters? What in that?
Waldo.
His name was Waldo because I called Whoa.
Waldo,
I called
Geraldo,
him the brother.
Faldo.
His man. I called him. Yeah, I called him Eddie, so he ended up calling me Waldo, and that's how it started. That's a fact.
That was my nigga.
That's a whole fact.
Hell nah.
Yeah.
Gen Z, you good?
Oh yeah. Come on. Hey, that's some good.
What happened?
Got some good assistance right there, bro. That shit
My
died.
phone died. Oh shit.
Yeah, we can take a break.
Yeah, I gotta reconnect my
Niggas
phone.
got
All right, Instagram, we gonna be back.
That's what I
How we
was.
gonna do that? We're gonna be back. We're gonna let them rock. We'll be back.
You know Kanye West living in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium?
What's up? Oh, we forgot
Kanye
about that.
West.
That shit, wow, I just seen that. What the fuck is up with that?
That nigga had to listen to part.
That nigga got a divorce. He had to move out.
Nigga had to get out.
So he moved into the stadium.
I guess.
He said, I need some murder work on this shit.
Y'all think that rapper sure? I don't know if that rapper. I know that he was living there, putting the finishing touches on that.
No, they showed his room.
Yes.
They showed his room.
I mean, but y'all believe that?
Yes.
Literally, Kanye West was living there.
Yes.
I was looking at the room like, yo, get
If
the
it was any other celebrity, would you have believed it?
Where else he going? He ain't got no
He can live any fucking
chilling, if he just walks down the stairs, I'm not gonna know that's Kanye. Cause I'm not looking at the random motherfucker in my peripheral who just black and walking. But if you black and you got a fucking hood on and you trying to look extra discreet,
If Boosie wouldn't have had them chains on at the stadium, I probably wouldn't have seen that.
you see that
These celebrities, they don't wear all that fly shit. They just wore some regular get up. You wouldn't know it was them.
But yeah, man, I definitely don't think they should shut the city back down.
Shut it down.
Shut it. Shut it. Yeah, throw a huge party. That's how we gotta do it. Just throw a huge party, go out with a bang, and force the shutdown.
A lot of people feel like that's what Rolling Loud was in Miami this past week.
Hell yeah.
Like that was like one of the bigger concerts or festivals that we've had since it. And I don't know. People, I don't know, dog.
Like,
People
I ain't
were
gonna
upset
front,
about
bro.
it, but
I just told y'all just at that little joint, that event. Like, I was happy to go because I seen so many people and it was lit. But as I'm looking around, nobody like masked. Like, I'm really only nigga out there masked up, and I'm just like,
It's a different
I just
lifestyle.
don't feel comfortable. Let me go home. Like, this ain't popping, but still, let me just dip. Like, I don't even feel right.
by the way, Wizzle was from Buffalo.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
from Buffalo, New York, and the rules, the COVID look perspective is a little bit different there.
Bro,
It's
your
like much
mask
more
is like
serious.
your attire now. Like, it's like you
That's
got the
crazy
mask
how
on,
it done
you
shifted
good.
over a year, bro. Like, just a year's time. But us having this shit, like, it's part of everybody's normal shit. Like, if you not in your mask, like, niggas looking at you
I
sideways.
feel like in Atlanta though, it's not like
It's not. That's what I said. I was just at the grocery
It's not
store.
like that.
I was just in
Some
Miami,
places.
motherfucker. I ain't see a mask nowhere.
Some places, but, like, I remember in motherfucking Kroger's, niggas was acting like they was top flight security of the fucking world.
Yeah.
really?
Like, you gotta have a mask on, you gotta have a mask on.
People that work there?
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
now
about
they
to
don't
say,
care nowhere.
I be looking
Yeah,
out my
okay.
side at them niggas too. I be waiting for a nigga to run up on me, but they don't say shit.
Right, say some shit.
They don't say
I
shit.
They don't
just
say
love hiding
nothing,
my
no.
identity in public. That's the only way. I'll be capped up, glasses with my mask on, and can't nobody look at me no type of way.
Yeah.
That's just the norm now.
Yeah.
Nigga got his mask on. I'm
only-
about to stick
the
this
only
shit on his
reason-
way.
Yo, I thought that shit was gonna be a problem in the winter, bro. Like when niggas start putting on hoodies and hats and like bundling
Yeah.
up, and you like just known to wear a mask.
Right.
Bro, I thought it was gonna be that way during the summer because it's hot. Like, niggas act up when it's hot. But I feel you on the winter, though.
Yeah, and it's like everything that I'm wearing, I really probably need you to wear right now.
Niggas really gonna be turned up.
They should shut it down during the winter. Let us rock for the summer, and then wintertime shut this shit down.
I agree.
Wait, I guess you might not answer, but you vaccinated?
Nope.
Cause that's what I was about to say. What we shutting it down for? Who we protecting at this point? Who we saving?
Shit, I'm just want to chill.
So that's my whole question with the vax shit, bro. Like, why do vaccinated people care so much about non-vaccinated people if you can't die?
I don't.
You know
So-
what I'm saying? Like,
So
I thought your percentage is down to like
the percentage is down,
2%.
but you don't know if you in that 2%.
What is
2% of
I'm not
America
about
is
to feel bad.
crazy.
What is that
So
percent?
he was saying 2% is basically like the percentage of these what they call breakthrough cases for the vaccinated people who actually still get hospitalized and then who still actually die when hospitalized. Like some people who are vaccinated still do get hospitalized. It's just a small percentage though.
Which is, I feel like, a great percentage for a disease.
Yeah, I think they said like
I'm not about to feel bad about
90% of people.
It's not a
hospitalized
disease,
unvaccinated.
it's a virus.
Sorry, you're right. Absolutely, it's a virus. Which I still
But
feel like is a great
I know somebody who caught COVID and they had the vaccine, and I'm like,
Right.
what
Because
really
it's
is the
not preventing you
point?
from getting it,
Right, it
correct?
never
It's
was.
just- It
Never
prevents
was.
you
No
from
vaccine
having
does.
like.
They
serious
really
reactions.
misnamed it. Like, it shouldn't be called the vaccine, bro.
No, like when
What
you
should
get
it
the
be
flu
called?
vaccine and shit, all that shit is the same. A vaccine is not supposed to prevent infection. It's supposed to reduce severity of infection. No vaccine prevents infection.
And symptoms. So that's why it's like it just reduces the symptoms. That's all it is. Like, it don't really take it away. It don't protect you or anything. So that's why people make a big deal about it. Like,
Which brings me back to my question: why do vaccinated people care so much? There's got to be a reason. I'm not trying to be dismissive.
what I keep hearing, I could be wrong, but like I just keep hearing different variants coming around with people who aren't vaccinated, and it's just getting stronger and spreading around like more and more. So that's what I feel like.
Maybe that's one of those conspiracy theories that they're trying to throw around to make people think, okay, so it's the unvaccinated's fault that these strains are coming about.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't do shit.
Is that
I
true?
don't-
I'm just saying that's
like
a.
guilt trip me into doing something.
I'm just saying that's a conspiracy.
Maybe.
Like,
I think the
I'm-
vaccinated people care because every vaccinated person has people in their family that's not vaccinated.
So y'all heard about the Delta variant and all that, right?
Of course, that's the one that's the problem. Yeah.
Is that how did that come to be? Is it because half the country is unvaccinated?
How did it like come? No, it didn't start here. It started like in India and shit, and it like smacked them niggas hard as hell. And them niggas was running out of oxygen and everything else.
Yeah,
And
I
then
remember
because it was connected
I was
to
at work
It
and
didn't
I was
start
talking to people like for like IT support
Yeah.
and people for IT for us, we outsource to people in India. And when they're helping me, he's like, "Yeah, COVID is rough out here." Like he used to made it sound like it was like still fresh, like first few months fresh of COVID. I was just like, really? Like it just like I was like, why? Like what's going on?
We definitely spoiled over here. Like
Yes,
we don't
we
see
are.
a lot of shit that happens in the rest of the world.
Yo, that's for real. That's right.
They said America is a third world country in a Gucci belt.
I think that should be good facts.
Basically.
Like I was looking at Instagram today, and they said Kyrie Irving had donated to like a fund, or like he bought a not a power source, but like a water source for India or something. And they showed some of the kids and like the climate there, like it looked terrible. Like it really made me think, like yo, like how you said, like we really spoiled, like we really do not see that or like deal with stuff like that.
Is a second world country a thing? Like first world, second world, third world? Can somebody give me an example of a second world country? Because I feel like we if we third world, we like one of the upper third worlds.
Upper echelons.
I mean, upper middle.
Now we probably would be considered like first.
I forgot what it was.
I
but
say the
For
nerd
real,
answer
for
would
real.
be the nerd answer, but
Yeah.
Second is like
What's a second world country?
so it was spheres of influence. The first world was like the United States and all their allies. The second world was like Russia, China, and all their allies. And the third world was everybody that wasn't in those two groups.
come
Oh,
on,
that's how it is.
Yeah, that's
drop
how
them
it
Jews on us real quick.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on.
And then I heard it's been updated, and it's not even like third world countries anymore. I think jeez, I wish I had my phone, but they call them like modern civilization. Like, is it a modern civilization or is it not anymore? Or something like that's what the name is
They might
referred
have
to.
rebranded the same.
That yeah, that's pretty much. But like, it's not like in 3 different sections now. It's in 2.
Yeah, it didn't originally refer to poverty. It just happened that the niggas who stayed out of the beefs and the gang shit was just not equipped to deal with the gang shit. So they,
Right.
we gonna
And they
chill.
was living off the land and
yeah,
shit.
we
You
ain't
know
gonna
what
take
I
sides, we
mean?
gonna mind our business.
They number 3.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, well, take our third world out.
Sitting there.
Hell yeah.
See your way out of here.
Hey, we about to fight for number 1.
Yeah, we definitely a trash ass country though.
Period.
Shout out to us.
Shout outs to the United States,
America.
America.
By the way, I got another controversial thing I just want to throw out. I know black people, we kind of don't like America, but I shout out America every chance I get. I really would rather be here than anywhere else.
Bro,
I can't even
me,
lie to you.
these names don't mean nothing to people, but me, Coleman Meta, because I ain't gonna say it. We was on the shit the other day talking for 3 hours, not playing no fucking game. But we talk, like, if somebody invaded America, white people, black people, we would put our issues aside and we gonna gun down whoever the fuck come over here. Like, we got beef amongst us, but don't disrespect us, bro. Don't press up on us, bro. Like, civilians got guns over here. A lot of the countries, y'all civilians don't even got guns. Fuck y'all army. Our civilians will kill y'all army. And then we got
There's
army.
some
Like, don't
countries
press
that
up over here.
even the police force aren't allowed to carry guns. Like, they need special permission to get guns.
Yeah.
So I fuck with America. Like I said, somebody come over here, I'm gonna die for this shit.
I mean, I ain't gonna.
I just be scared of them Russians. Cause them motherfuckers got
Them niggas don't
guns.
give a fuck.
I'm like America's entourage.
They got bombs and
Yeah,
shit.
they got bombs. I'm about to say just bare knuckle fight. Them niggas
Yeah,
shit, bro.
they be.
Yo, that's a new sport, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Fight and shit.
That
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
look wicked.
That is not new. That is an old sport being brought back.
Well, that shit look
It is
like
televised.
That was called prize fighting. Like, I think in the war times. Like, instead of like
That's
actual.
not racist to me.
Yeah. Sound
I
like
thought you was gonna jump in, Ace, and say that's what they used to
Racist?
do when they had the
Nah,
That's just make 'em fight.
it was against
Y'all
Vietnam.
probably
I think.
got
He wasn't
all
talking
the,
about
like,
us?
Southern
No.
in y'all education system. Y'all probably got like all
They
the
don't teach us
sauce
shit
on
down
that
here.
shit, like on like black shit. Like
Hell no, nigga.
nah.
They'll
No,
teach
they
us
really
shit down
do.
here.
Like I noticed that. Like when I came down here and I looked at the curriculum, I was like, "Yo, like, this is definitely different what they teach in the
The
North."
curriculum is definitely different down here, bro.
Like it's
Def-
more what focused.
Like
It's
it's more
what's
like
different.
they talk about the time that the black people like went.
It's
through,
behind.
like the slavery and all.
That's what I was about to say. Cause I remember being from New York. If a nigga came down here, you got skipped up a grade.
Yeah,
So I was
me
like,
too. Well, not. I didn't get
But
skipped.
no, I'm not saying.
I didn't
I'm
get
saying-
skipped. I didn't get skipped, but I came here. You know, New York. They start their month later, and here in Georgia they start earlier. So I came here like when I thought school was gonna start. So I'm here a month late, but I'm like a month ahead in if what I've already learned.
You're a month ahead, only a month.
Whatever it was.
But listen, this is what I'm saying though. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the African American history.
Right.
And their
That history is
curriculum
different too.
down.
Yeah.
Like it's probably more.
Now,
like,
I would say, now, people don't consider Texas part of the South, right? But they are on the southern part of the United States.
yeah.
And, like, they out here changing curriculums and shit to say that, you know, the KKK wasn't a bad moral group or whatever like that.
Oh shit.
So it's like down here we have had a voice in what we teach the children, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's flawed, just like this whole system. It's not like you gotta search and find the real truth, you know what I mean?
I would honestly expect it to be worse than like the opposite of what you're saying in the South, because I feel like they would teach a more white friendly version of everything that
They
happens.
in control.
That's what I would think.
But that's what we get off rip. It ain't even that many black people to even combat that shit.
But in
Like,
New York, we get a more liberal version. Like down
Yeah.
here, you gonna get that conservative, like we ain't do shit.
Oh,
y'all think
yeah,
we did
okay,
version.
okay.
Like, we ain't do
Yeah.
that shit y'all said we did.
At the same time too, like it really took me personally going to a HBCU to even have a understanding of the shit. Like, yeah, you heard about typical civil rights movement and all of that shit, but you didn't get into the nitty gritty of stuff until you took them college courses. You know what I'm saying?
Cultural awakening, blackening, if you will.
The
Now,
Hotep.
I wanna
That's,
bring- I wanna
that's
bring
where
this up.
Hotep was born.
I want to bring this up, like removing ourselves from the equation of like what we think should have been thought. Like obviously, we're probably all in the liberal side of like, you know, teach what's right, obviously. But can you really blame each individual state for wanting to teach whatever they want to teach? Because if you're a system, I mean, you want people to be a part of that system. You're not gonna tell them the truth and let them know, yeah, this state was trash back in the day, and you know this is what we are now. But you know, that's our history.
I think they should. I think we can blame
Yeah, I
states
said
for that.
definitely blame.
I think we should hold them accountable to that. Actually, to be honest, I understand like you want to tell a version that makes you sound good, but I think your focus should be on the truth, especially in education. You know what I mean? And that's the only
Especially
way that
in
things are going to
education.
get better. Like when you address this
Right, but
state
when
has done this and they've been bad for this long, and
But it's already been okay for so long, you know. Just the winner tells a story of whatever battle was just held.
yo, dog, I'm a pessimist and a cynic too, so I feel you. Like that's what it is, and we shouldn't expect it to change, but we should want it to.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So, yeah, we should hold them.
Especially in something like academia, because it's basically like saying, because you're in power, you get to tell this lie and you get to perpetuate it. We know Christopher Columbus discovered fucking America. Like, how did you discover a place that is motherfuckers already here, bro? You can't. So it's like we made that an okay lie to tell our children. Why? What's gonna happen when they start lying to us? We hate it when they lie to us. You know what I'm saying?
And again, I guess since TZ isn't too much devil's advocate, I guess that's what I'm doing right now. But like, we grew up fine being told those lies.
Did we?
I say
Your
I
whole-
did.
your
'Cause
whole
that Christopher
page
Columbus
right now.
shit fucked me. I'm like, bro, how
Yeah,
do you
it
discover
fuck-
somewhere people are? Not only
Yes.
just that, but I realized early, like you said, Winters tells a story. Christopher Columbus discovered it like from whose perspective. So for maybe I don't know where the fuck he's from. Is it Spain or some shit?
Yeah.
So for the Spaniards, maybe he discovered America as far as they were concerned. Yo, they didn't know about that shit. So to the Spaniards, this was new information. I ain't no fucking Spaniard, so I don't give a fuck if this is new to y'all. Like, is this world history or is this Spanish history?
As a kid, it definitely fucked us all over. Yeah, as a kid, but now as adults, like we know where to get actual information from.
But it was probably harder for us to get to that. You know what I'm saying?
200 years, you believe what you was fucking told.
It stopped.
Yeah.
The lie stopped.
It's like it was technical connection or whatever.
You know, fuck that. We need the truth.
Yeah, because most people don't go to the internet. Most people just they get the information wherever they get it from in that moment, and that's just what they rock.
Right. And then even in our own generation, we have people who would rather stay ignorant as well.
So, I mean, if I can play devil's advocate with you, Los, is it the education system's responsibility to teach an 8-year-old like the truth, haracities? That's not a word.
Atrocities.
Slavery and shit.
In an educational way, yeah.
I think education should be about the objective truth and not subjective. But everything about the system is subjective.
This makes me think of that question we had like about the critical racism theory. If a kid is young enough to experience racism, should another kid be, young enough to learn about it? I feel like most of us are saying
definitely
they should learn it super young.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's a way to do it.
Kids is sponges, bro. They'll learn anything you fucking put their ass on.
Kids can learn 3 and 5 languages before they're 3 years old, bro.
It's just easier for them.
I agree.
And it's like the internet is so accessible now that's like they'll see this stuff on the internet, like all the atrocities with like police child brutality, this like stuff that's happened to our races. Like they're gonna see all that, so why not?
I do agree with y'all. I think they could have did a much better job of teaching us more black figures as well.
And the educational system, my bad.
I was just gonna say it's surprising to me how many black people I learned about when I got to Clark, like W.E.B. Du Bois.
And I feel like I was deprived of that, of not just black culture, but of a lot of global culture, just because I grew up in wherever I grew up.
Because white people didn't invent everything, but we was led to believe that they did, all the way up until we got to those post-secondary educational experiences.
So here's a question, right? If the white person who's teaching you that actually believes that what they're teaching you is the truth, are they wrong? Do you hold them accountable? If the white person that's teaching you actually believes what they're teaching you is the truth, they're not deliberately misleading you. They think the information that they're telling you about who discovered what, who invented what, is actually fact. Are they wrong?
No.
Yeah.
Right.
What is wrong? From whose perspective? I guess you gotta ask.
But that's the thing.
Right. That wasn't malicious intent. They're not deceitful.
They just
they thought they were being
They're
genuine.
an adult. They're responsible for finding out the truth. We know that it just take the Christopher Columbus shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't care how white you are or where you're from or anything like that. You cannot discover a place where it's already motherfuckers there. They're teaching you how to form the land. They're teaching you how to grow. And every time y'all talk about Christopher Columbus, then y'all go into Thanksgiving and shit. Like they just shared shit with the Indians, my nigga. We wasn't nowhere near India. These niggas was in America, and they showed y'all how to form the land.
Nigga really thought he was, though. Motherfucker was lost. He was going to India, got lost, and ended up there.
So we know that he was politically, culturally, educationally misinformed. So why do we continue to perpetuate that lie?
She don't know it's a lie, and you saying like she should fact check everything she say to a kid. I was like, come on, bro. She a teacher in the
not fact check everything, but at the same time, you should know if you're telling them like the truth or not. Like
to the best of her knowledge, that's what she was taught. That's what her white culture has told her.
Right.
What the fuck?
So I thought about that. I said I agree with they should be fact checked. They should fact check everything they're telling the kid. Until I realized that what they're telling the kid, they don't even have control over.
Right.
So a lot of this shit comes out of Texas, the textbooks and all that shit. They approve what is in the textbooks. There are conversations and debates about what should be included, and there are conversations where the truth is deliberately reviewed and excluded, and the narrative of unity in America and the narrative we want to tell like supersedes everything. So that's where I'm with, like, yo, this shit is deliberate, though. On the higher level, this shit is deliberate. At the teacher level, it's not deliberate. But at the system level, this shit is deliberate. So.
Right. What needs the biggest reform is the actual education system. What schools in general are teaching us or trying to teach us is very old school. They're training you to be good at being a factory worker. Like, you know, the whole everybody lines up in rows, you know, raise your hand. You got, you know, they're teaching us to be great at 9 to 5s, because that's pretty much what school is. It's an 8-hour job for kids.
I challenge that thought too.
And that's in general. I say for black kids, it's pre-K to prison pipeline.
I mean, because I don't even, because like I went to grammar school. I don't feel like anything of my grammar school experience like led me to prison. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think anything they taught me or said to me as a black boy in my school experience ever would like give me the idea like, oh, these niggas want me to go to prison.
Me neither.
Nah,
Not like that. I think the structure of how they work, like run stuff, like it's just some. I don't know.
I
Like
can jump in because one, I gotta check Green's privilege because you always got good grades, so you would have never been in the prison pipeline system. So that's one. So for real.
As I said, I felt does that factor? I don't know. I've never not had good grades. You're right. So I don't know if that factors.
It's not like they treat them or do anything to push them towards prison. They just like treat them differently. Like they get into special ed classes and like they are.
You went over special ed. I mean, I don't know why I laughed at that.
Because that's what it is though. Like the kids who underachieve, they just are given a different track, and if they don't become a good citizen, a functioning person of society,
so that's why when I heard him say that, because he didn't get the grades that I got. So when I heard him say that, and then he went into school in a predominantly white environment. I went to school at least in a predominantly black environment with white teachers. So for him to say, yo, in a predominantly white community in school, and I don't have the good grades.
Yeah, but think if you would have went to Bennett, though.
I went to Bennett. Chill out. I went to
Alright,
Bennett.
experience.
I went to Bennett.
You gotta go to a city school to get bad grades.
And then if you act out on top of that, you got a cop come into the room to come take you out the room. Like, nah, I mean, like,
You're right.
this nigga's not.
They did that in our school too. They definitely was on that. But I feel like the teachers that taught me, like, they genuinely would help me if I actually asked for it. It was just like the people who, if you depicting yourself as like you don't give a fuck, you this, you that, and it's like they may treat you as such. But if you actually want to learn and you actually want to do better, they will actually help you.
That stereotype, they do treat you like that, which I'm not saying is right, but it's predictable.
So
it ain't right.
Whether it's right or not, I think it does go to her point that, you know, the prison and pipeline, whatever the fuck it's called, prison pipeline is real. Like they actually do have a little way of keeping track of the people who they think are gonna be there, and
but like, yeah, I mean,
it's more schools than we know.
Huh?
It's more schools than we know.
Yeah,
That's why kids are assigned to schools depending on their zip code. Like,
And I was about to say, they know from testing the children as young as 2nd grade that, okay, this is going to be a repeat offender going to prison.
But that's what I'm saying. When you say prison, that's so deliberate. Because I went to school with white kids who were lazy that would sleep during class. And the teachers would say to them, yo, you not going to be shit. Like, you hear a black rapper be like, yo, man, you told me I wasn't going to be shit because I was skipping class. I've heard white teachers tell white kids who don't do the work, who go to sleep, yo, you not going to be shit.
I've never actually heard a teacher say that.
Yo,
not
to a black or a white kid.
Your teacher just straight up say you ain't gonna be shit.
Marley, bruh. They told Marley all the time, you not gonna be shit. Marley used to leave out the classroom like this, 2 fingers up at teachers. Marley used to just walk the fuck out.
All the time?
All the time, they were Marley, you ain't gonna be shit.
Ah, man. See. I went to private school.
I had just thought about something. Yeah, like you remember elementary school? They used to talk about like I would never make it to middle school or like I would never graduate. Like yo, they actually said that. I just not remember. Like,
was you a gangbanger when you was young? And I didn't know.
I was a good goofy kid, bro. I didn't do nothing at all. Like,
shit.
But like I don't know. Some people really be on that though. Like they really just depict you as like this bad person. Like even though you don't really know no better, like, you still growing up. But it's like that's why I think the new generation is gonna be better.
Teachers don't make enough to be dealing with our bullshit when we be wilding for real. They really don't make shit. Yeah, when you get older and your friends starting to get teacher jobs and they tell you how much they be like, damn, she really wasn't making no money back then. I would have been tight too. Like I would have been mad at us too. We wilding at 8 a.m.
That part.
But you also get the summer break. Still get paid.
Bro, but that shit don't
That
be
is
no
a big
bread,
ass
bro.
fucking perk, bro. That's a big ass perk.
But that shit
That's
don't be
probably-
no bread though, bro. They probably get paid like $100 as like 140 a day, 160 a day.
Because when you working, it ain't no 9 to 5 shit. Your shit like 9 to 9, 9 to 11.
That part.
Because you teaching in person, but then you gotta do curriculums, read those papers you told them niggas to write, grade those papers you told them niggas to take.
Yeah, like
you don't
afterwork
grade
shit,
in class,
yeah.
you grade after school, nigga. You 9 to 11.
I bet they like adjust the salary for teachers based on like let's say 9 or 10 months, and that's why they get underpaid. I think year-round teachers, if they like, I mean, if you had to teach more, nigga,
They get
like
underpaid
professors,
because
every semester they got a lot of teaching to do. They don't get summers off.
nah, so they really don't make no bread. Professors,
Oh,
they don't make no bread,
They got
yo.
bread.
Especially them adjunct professors, the motherfuckers will probably make $500 for that semester or some shit.
And
Like,
then they,
what this nigga about to do with a $500 stipend, dog? He done came in every Tuesday and Thursday for y'all, and he only getting
Not for
$500
the
at the end of
semester
this.
though.
Huh?
Not for the whole semester
So that
though.
first semester, he getting like $5. Not a full professor, like adjunct.
I know.
He getting like $5. Depending on your college, I guess. The college I went to, they wasn't paying them folks. They was letting us know. They said, "Boy, this is Division III. We do not got that. I'm getting $500 for this. I don't care what y'all do." Right?
Damn.
And maybe that's the real issue with everything, dog. The teachers just don't get paid enough to give a fuck. And when they do try to give a fuck, they got too many challenges.
It's definitely a hella challenges when you trying to care about children, especially like so when I was teaching, I would say like 17 kids, right?
Well, you was a teacher?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Pre-K. And I had like 5 kids with literal mental disability. Like they just be fucking wilding out in there. You think they ever gave me the support that I need to manage those children plus my other 12 children?
Nope.
No.
You gotta figure that shit.
No. Right.
You gotta figure out how to deal with all
Not only
these
that,
personalities.
They cut, you know what I'm saying, hours and shit when it was convenient for them, because this was a private daycare or whatever
you gotta
like
bring
that.
your own supplies.
That sometimes, you know what I'm saying, if they not buying the shit, like it's not worth it teaching like
I don't
low-key.
I was about to say, I ain't gonna hold you. I wouldn't do that shit, bro.
Bruh,
I'm
me
not
neither.
spending all my money on this shit, bro.
But see, at the same time, like I really cared about the children, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it was like I really had a passion. Like I don't want to see these children hurt. I want to help them develop into the person that they will become, and I want them to be proud of that person.
Come on. One time for the kiddies.
Actually, back to one thing that you had said, Los, about how the school is producing like factory workers and shit. Ain't most people just gonna get regular jobs? Like I've heard
Yeah.
people say that and like that's a bad thing. It's like, yeah, maybe they could teach us to be better thinkers or whatever, but
I mean, that just
It's-
keeps
it's too many different kind of
it
people out
just
there,
keeps
bro.
us industrialized, and we're already moving past that. We're like we're well into the technology age.
yeah. Like I be hearing people say like they don't really teach us how to really think for ourselves. All they teach us how to do is read instructions and regurgitate information. But in the real world, that's all I'm saying. Shit really is, bro.
I mean, that's your job.
Most people's job, bro. Like,
But everybody don't want to do that shit.
I'm
Like,
just saying they shouldn't teach everybody to be a fucking poet and a philosopher, nigga. Some
Nah.
people gotta learn how to push buttons and hit switches.
I think that's where now you taking that extra step to go to college to learn about that.
And that's what I was
come
about to say. People make it seem like they want grammar school to be college, where like we can enroll in what we're interested in.
I don't like that either.
I mean, I think that's a lot, but that's how people really want grammar school to be when I hear these arguments.
Yeah, and I think that's fair, because I feel like we
My
can't
thing
we
is-
do have an interest back then. Let us
Right.
flourish.
And with that part, who's to decide what the fuck is important to us? Because I ain't used Pythagorean theorem since fucking
Yo.
9th, 10th grade.
I use that shit
That
daily.
shit's useless.
I use it daily.
Shut up.
Use it today?
Daily.
Crazy.
No, I'm kidding.
I haven't had to use it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, why do y'all make me take these classes for 12 fucking years versus the ones that would help me really have the skills that I need to prosper?
That's not fair.
I think
To
But
us.
it's like,
You gotta take shit like that to know if you want to take shit that actually involve that. Because you could have took that and that could have made you want to be an engineer.
Right,
or
but
mathematician
that's
or
the
a
same
fucking
thing.
architect
That's
or a
what
fucking
we're talking about.
that.
Make it the same as a university where there's a core curriculum, and then after you get done with that, or while you're doing that, you can also choose.
At what age? A 14-year-old is gonna come in first year and say, "All right, I don't want to learn about science and shit. I'm only gonna go math." Like, nigga,
So
get the
question,
fuck out of here.
when did you realize your passions? Because I realized my passions before 10.
Senior year in high school.
Okay.
If that's
It's-
your passion,
it's
You was
different.
grown.
It's
that's
different.
what
It's
I
different for
wanted to
everyone.
learn about.
Okay.
So you was going into college.
But my passion was like basketball and shit. Like,
Yeah.
nigga, if senior year or mid high school, I started getting into music.
So you didn't
and
have no
shit.
interest in
Artistic
music or
arts.
comedy or any of that stuff before 18? I mean, I'm not saying those are your passions, but I'm just saying non-traditional school topics.
I think it was all just regular shit. Like, you know, I like stand-up comedy because I saw it. You know what I mean? I like music. I liked movies. I liked TV. You know what I mean? I was into all that shit, but it was just regular interest as a young American kid.
And instead, you're button pushing, you're pencil pushing, because of this fucking system that
Because
made
I'm
you
regular,
alright with
nigga,
it.
and that's what most people do.
But imagine you had the opportunity to delve into like being a fucking writer. I
Right.
I
Right.
did.
Yeah, but at a much younger age,
Yeah.
like where you were like still developing your brain.
Writers don't make no money.
I'm just saying.
I'm just
You
saying.
could
writers do.
you could have been
If you're
good-
average, then yeah, no.
That ain't true. It's an art. Good artists don't always make money. That's I'm sorry to be fucking cynical guy here, but
I mean, you gotta
Says
just
the-
get your
You
craft
can-
being good at
You can
Says-
make a
says
living
the
from it,
millionaire.
it's America, guys.
Yeah, you gotta know
Says the
how to-
millionaire.
though. You can make a living from it, though. You ain't got to make a shit ton of money, but you can make a living.
You could. You
Nah,
could also
man.
not. You go
Shit.
both ways, man.
But that's what anything. You go to school and get a college degree and be dead broke because you in debt and you don't even get a job. Like, ain't no.
Not in
foolproof
your
way to go about this
area
shit.
or whatever that you studied in.
At all. I be man when I be seeing them the numbers, I'm like damn.
And that's why I feel like college is a waste of time because you always can do something else. And this is like in this world, in this age right now, you can do so many different things.
I
Social
could see
media, Instagram, anything, bro.
Is
You just
social
gotta have
media,
that drive.
is college a racket?
that point that Gen Z just made kind of trashes my point. Like, because if that's because I feel that way about college as well, and I know a lot of people do. Like, college is hella optional, and if you make grammar school the same, isn't that gonna be optional? Or a lot of people feeling like that's optional too.
I just feel like you should. I don't know if like it should be optional as far as like you saying, okay, I want to be a cook, and you're saying this in like the 5th grade. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like cooking is a life skill. You know what I'm saying? So if in 5th grade you're able and mature enough to start learning about these things, which you are, you know what I'm saying? Go for it. And it should be classes in place that is within the curriculum that allow for that. You know what I'm saying? Not just this same repetitive shit that we teach over and over, and we're only trying to pass it.
Fuck all
Pass
that.
the class.
You don't need to get really electives and shit until like junior, senior year.
You
Other
crazy.
than that, everybody need to take the same shit, bro.
Middle school, bro. Middle school,
Fuck
bro.
that.
I
Bro,
remember I
stop
had
trying
a-
to group
a
everybody
career
in
life
together.
class. In middle school, I had a career and life class, bro. I learned how to sew. I learned how to cook and do all stuff in there, bro.
Home ec?
At like
Yeah.
6th grade, bro.
And I think
years though. Did you want
No,
to
but
do
it's
the
a
rest of your
it's a
life?
trait and a skill to have. It's a skill to have.
that don't mean that you shouldn't take fucking math, science.
But that's
Do you
all
gotta
it's-
take the same math? Do you gotta
This
take the
nigga think
same math
everybody
12 years?
Yeah, fuck that shit.
That's all I'm saying. Cause you taking algebra 1 or whatever like that. You probably taking that your 6th grade year. You come right back around 9th grade year. You taking algebra 1 again, bro.
No,
Gotta
for
be
real.
fast.
That's just, you know what I'm saying? That's-
No, you just gotta take it on the high school level.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm not gonna lie. I went back and took algebra, trigonometry, and calculus as many times as I could. I liked math.
And that's
That's
why
what
you
I
gotta
did.
expose people
I
to
know
shit,
you
bro.
did.
I would have
Yeah.
never thought this nigga was a
Yeah,
math.
We're not saying don't
Nah,
expose them, but there should be a point where you can then focus on what you wanted to focus on. Yeah, I did well in school. When I was in 2nd grade, I actually wanted to be a drama major. I wanted to do production and acting because I went to a school in 2nd or 3rd grade where we put on plays and shows. It was the only school I ever went into that did that, and no other school ever did that I went to. So that shit just died, not because it died in me, but just out of like access or convenience.
Mhm.
But I would have loved to pursue that shit. Niggas used to ask me to be in music and choir and shit. I would have loved to do that shit, but nobody had the funds or the money to keep that shit going. So I would have been more into arts than I am, but I work in fucking finance. Now I went to college because school works for me. I got two brothers, neither one of them finished. I would never recommend they go to college. Because I don't feel like school works for them. But if all of a sudden a switch flipped and school worked for them, I'm like, yo, go to college.
All right, is college a racket?
Yeah.
Is college is it all a scam?
I fuck with college, cause for real, I ain't even want to go to college. Like my mom down there was just like, you should just go try it, and I was like, all right, like, and then that shit, I don't know, you just meet some people that's on the same type time you on, like, it's a different mentality there. Like that's where they, like you really on your own type shit.
I feel like most people who went to college say it's a racket.
I mean,
like
after
they say, I learned a lot, but
I ain't learned shit. I mean, I learned some shit. I ain't gonna front. I was like, I got like ADHD. I used to leave, like, come late, leave early type shit. But I graduated, so shit, fuck it. Like, but that shit just like, I don't know. It is what you make it. Like,
Yeah.
for
that's
real.
very
for real.
true.
Yeah. True.
Now that's the truest thing about college.
Hell yeah. Like, I didn't graduate from college, but I got 2 different colleges thinking that I was part of them. And I think I was part of both of their, like, Vietnamese student associations.
And you meet a diverse group of people. You got motherfuckers coming in from out of state. You
Bro.
about to click up with somebody. Nah, I mean,
Yo, I love that aspect.
I say this all the time. Like, I really got spoiled by meeting the niggas at my school, because you go out into the real world and you realize these motherfuckers is not on that same energy, and you like, bro, you such a waste of a person.
Damn, bro.
I'm just
We
saying,
ain't on the same page, but
you such a waste of a person.
Damn, if it ain't Ace way, it ain't right.
It ain't about my way or not. It's just niggas be on some snake ass shit. And not saying that it's not because they went to college, but you clearly ain't struggled with another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You trying to just eat for yourself on some crab in the barrel mentality. You know what I mean? Fuck you.
college, how you taking group projects serious?
Period.
Like you, a 40-year-old, like somebody a year younger than you and your mans, but y'all about to group up and text each other and all that shit. Yo, we getting up at 3 to work on that shit. Like that shit different. It's a different mentality when you're in college.
Different type of hustle. And I would say this, like, I really blossomed in college, and I really miss that era of my life. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing like compared to going to a HBCU. I tried the online school, you know what I'm saying? This close to getting another degree in that shit. But, nigga, I really became who the fuck I was supposed to be in college.
this ain't gonna make up for HBCU every chance she get.
Every
Shout
motherfucking
out
chance.
HBCUs.
Because I'm going to find a way to make one. If you know, you know. Oh.
College a racket, Ace?
Now, I will say this.
It just costs.
It does. It's an expensive ass lesson.
It's an expensive networking.
That's why I feel like it's a racket. The return on investment never equals what you fucking pay. For most people.
But the self love and the care that I got for myself in college is priceless, bro. On God. Now, like I said, on the online school, that shit was completely different. I definitely shouldn't have spent that much money on college. Not even going face to face with these motherfucking teachers. You know what I'm saying? But the in-person HBCU experience, definitely worth every penny. Definitely worth every penny.
You can get like fire mentors in college, cause it's just grown people talking to grown people. Like she might be your teacher, your like advisor or some shit, but you could really just go in there just wilding, cussing and shit. Yo, I don't fuck with it. Like they just gonna be like, oh, calm down. But like,
That's
you
the
ain't.
only place that's really gonna happen as a young adult.
Yeah.
For real.
No lie.
No. I'm talking about as like college though. Like that's what you were talking about, right? A nigga might come in a little angry, and an older person at a college will.
Like,
enter that
yeah,
emotion.
no, yeah.
Versus calling a resource officer.
Calm down, especially the black kids. Black kids coming like this, just calm down. Like,
Oh
yeah, hell yeah, because niggas be on shit. Like niggas be turned up, bro.
Yeah.
But they expect.
Hey, you know, actually, now that I think about my high school, I deadass like walked in as a junior on my last one, like the high school that I graduated from, because I went to like 3 different high schools, and
You realize you was in the pre-K to prison pipeline?
yeah, nah, nah, but they had us choosing electives by junior senior year, so it was kind of already
That's reasonable.
yeah, like that's I think what we were all alluding to that you weren't on the same page about.
No.
But like we think a core curriculum is necessary, but then after a while start letting people choose their own
Joe,
class.
did y'all have majors?
No.
Oh, okay. Because where I went to school, we had majors in high school. So by the time you was like 14, you were picking like a career path.
They gave us options on like the type of classes we could choose and such, and as it got higher, like junior senior year, I got more elective options, but
Yeah, that's what we did too.
no like track.
See, our high schools
Like
is
they
just
got-
based on something.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, they had programs.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah, no, like we had the minimums like English, math, science, and social studies, whatever. But then you get to pick other electives like you want to do choir or you want to do wood shop. You could do anything.
At your school, couldn't y'all major in business?
Major?
What do you mean major?
Literally major, because I didn't go to school where I lived when I moved to the suburbs. I stayed in the city, but when I looked at what I could do at their school, I just didn't like none of the options. But I swear you could major at like in business and some other shit at the school that he went to. I'm just asking him.
You
Maybe they
can't,
couldn't.
you can't major now, but you can take a class. Like there's a class called business management.
Just one class?
Yeah.
Oh.
But they got.
Because by the time you went, I mean that would have been years later. But
You see, I like that option. Give them classes that they could take. Don't get these niggas.
But yeah, I
See
literally
how
took
they like it, how you feel about
I
it.
literally took architectural and like mechanical engineering. I had CAD classes where I'm on a computer design and shit. Then I'm doing blueprints, and then I'm in
Basically
a
those
metal
two.
shop, literally creating tools from scratch.
Your school had tracks though, right? Like
Yeah,
at Tech they wanted you to go certain different ways.
yeah. So you could do what was it like bioengineering and then mechanical architectural engineering and then like computer science.
Yeah, see, that was they program. Like, Bennett had law and education and shit.
Yeah, like nah. One of our science classes, we had even like was able to dissect like animals. Like we dissected a cat.
But you just had a class. Like our bio
Yeah, no, it was
did
just a
more
class.
than that. I dissected a frog, cut that motherfucker.
Yeah, a frog, a cat. Yeah.
See, I ain't do that till I got to college.
Right.
never
I think I
did.
did it in high school.
We ain't
One
do
time
shit
in high school.
My high school barely had my fucking senior prom. We was broke as hell. They couldn't even afford hoods. They gave us fleeces for our senior fucking hoodies. We wasn't dissecting shit.
Do you think we're gonna spend money on hoods if we don't even spend money on dead animals?
I was gonna say, TZ, to your point, the teachers in college definitely, what's the word? Engage you a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? I can remember going to class high as fuck one time. Like, well, actually, I had got there early as fuck, and then I left with somebody, smoked, and ended up being late back to the class. So I came back late and high, but I knew we had a test that day. I got the highest grade on the fucking test.
Come on.
And the nigga, I mean, not the nigga, the teacher, you know what I'm saying? They know what time it was, you know what I'm saying? Like,
They
I
be high, too.
wasn't trying to hide that shit. If not that, you know what I'm saying? I done came across a couple of those situations, but I ain't gonna put nobody business out there.
You would catch your professor at the bar. Fuck around. Like, that's how college be. You catch your man at the bar and shit. He would have talked to you, but and y'all ain't gonna talk about school. That's gonna be your homie.
You know, tell you about his struggling marriage.
Yeah, he tired. He gonna let you know. That's how I be knowing motherfuckers don't make that much money.
Especially if you caught him at the bar after school and not at his house.
I done bought him a
Or their
drink.
house.
Like, man, you need this, bro. That's funny.
Alright, we've been here for a minute. Y'all ready to get the fuck out of here?
Let's do
You got
it.
some positives? Anybody got positives?
Yeah, it's still my birthday.
Oh yeah, whole lot of
Yeah,
Yeah, it's still my birthday. Nigga dropped a new project called Spec. Go check it out everywhere. SPECK period.
How many tracks on that joint?
It's only three or something like. But then your boy got a whole bunch of shit out there, so just keep listening.
Whole lot of shit.
And it's your boy Dev Javinci, you know what I'm saying? Humble Dev birthday this weekend. You know,
Hey.
Come on, big Leo shit, big
20
Leo.
Dub Club, y'all already know the vibes, man.
Come on.
Stop playing with them.
That shit is funny every time.
Dub Club.
Coincidentally, since everybody talking about their birthday, mine coming up December 8th. Check me out.
I can't stand him, bro.
Yeah, bro. But I really do got some positives though.
I hope it's not in
I
our
was
city.
waiting. I used to jump in with her HBCU shout out.
I'm voting for everything black. Sue me.
Hey.
Yeah.
He's already getting married, by the way.
Come on.
That part.
Yeah, just because he said it reminded me of I'm rooting for everybody black, which was nice. I seen she got married. She's a very photogenic woman, bro.
I love you,
She's
Sarah,
a
bro.
very photogenic woman.
She's funny as hell. She is hilarious to me.
Shout out to her.
Okay. Positives of the week. The greatest, the illustrious, the Clark Atlanta University. You know what I'm saying? The forgiving. Thank you. The forgiving all of the balances for students of the 2020 school year and the 2021 school year, so them niggas can come back to school this year, show the fuck out, get them good grades, and you know what I'm saying, go on from there.
And that's super dope because that school is expensive
As the fuck.
When I went there, it was like 12 a semester, and that was in fucking 08.
12? 40,000.
Oh, no.
Hey, I thought that shit was like 20.
40,000 a year. 40,000 a year.
Damn, I thought it was less than
Damn, my
that.
friend wanted to go to Clark too.
Well, yeah, that shit expensive as fuck, so for them to do that, that's a big shout out.
Big shout out. He was also on the news for something else, but I don't remember what.
Was it positive?
Probably.
Anybody else got positives? Shout out to Simone Biles pulling out of the Olympics for her mental health. I don't know if that should be here, but I think that's positive. I think that's dope.
Every black person should pull out the Olympics for mental health.
That's dope.
Just saying.
They
What
should've
the
pulled
fuck
out
would the
when-
shit
when
look
Black
like
Lives
without
Matter
black
happened.
people
It'll
too?
look like what the fuck is going on in America.
Right.
Like, why don't nobody black want to perform?
Athletes are people too.
Come on.
They should have pulled out when the whole Black Lives Matter wasn't allowed to be spotlighted.
Is it Shakiri or Shakari?
Shakira, if you ask a Latino.
Have you seen the joints of her running off? Like, what if she run off on the plug?
Oh yeah, I definitely seen that. Dog, that shit was fucking hilarious to me, dog. That shit, cause you really gotta shoot her.
You gotta shoot her.
That's the only
You
thing.
gotta
You gotta
shoot
like
her.
shoot her quick.
She turned the corner. If she hit that corner, she gone. Bruh.
I felt bad for thinking that. But
Shout out to her.
I'm about to
bruh,
say
'cause
we
she
is
really
not
doing
finna
this
sit
shit.
up here and talk about shooting women on this podcast.
No, shout out to her because she really doing this shit, like fucking weave, fucking makeup, nails, all that ghetto fabulous shit, putting on flexing for these folks. I'll fuck with her the long way. She could run through my mind any goddamn day.
You think you could take her in a race if she in heels?
Hell no.
No, I don't think so.
She'll still smoke my boots.
I
don't
think
give
she
a
still
damn.
got practice there.
And
I think she still got practice.
She's the fastest person in the world right now.
Crazy. For a girl, so you run a 10-second 100, that shit is crazy.
Right. You're only handicapping her with heels, something that she's already comfortable with.
Oh, you don't think she fat?
I mean, I think I might have to. I ain't gonna hold y'all boys.
You think you could?
Heels, dog.
She's-
Oh, you know, she got heels on
The
Brian,
same person doing that 10-second dash.
Yeah, I think I got her. I ain't gonna hold her. I need to jump out and say it. I think I can get her. I think I can get her. With heels on? Nah, bro.
She'll smoke your ass,
Nah,
bro.
bro. Come on, why we always gotta turn our positive segment to something negative?
No, our positive is her. She's the positive,
Yeah.
not you, nigga.
Yeah, and I would positively smoke her.
Bro, if she has supportive joints, she'll smoke your shit. Clear ground, like fresh gravel, not no cobblestone or no shit. Like fresh gravel, like just paved. This shit ain't got a nick in it. She got some supportive, thick pump joints on.
Right.
She'll smoke your shit.
We gonna be smoking Shakari that night. I'm gonna smoke her boots on that track, boy. With heels? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I respect her hustle, but come on, bro. With heels, I'm an athlete.
I got a ball on her. Where she at? Send this podcast to her when it drop. I got a ball on her. I got a ball on her.
Alright,
She
man.
got free time. And I have her smoke the zombie before she dust your ass, nigga. Because she really could be faster. She smoked well.
Yeah, she definitely do. We know she down for it. Alright, man. Stay black, stay strong. Remember, they can't bring you down unless they below you. Loyalty before royalty. The real respond. Pimps up, hoes down. You know where the fuck you want to be.
Gang, gang. Holla.
Toodly doodly.
Brr.
Bitches.
Yeah.
We ain't really hit to some more violent shit either, cause y'all niggas just cool motherfuckers quitting. I'm cool with quitting, but it's like, how the fuck did we get here? Like niggas ain't having a real conversation to me about this shit. Everybody's like, oh no, quit mental health, cool, alright.
What's the real conversation? Talk to us, bro.
But how does the top athlete at a sport get to the point where they are having, essentially to me, which is a borderline mental crisis, to where it's like, yo, I can't even perform.
The weight of the world.
But put the weight of the world on.
I feel like it's the Olympics. What you mean the weight of the world? That's the fucking game,
You
dog.
represent the U.S.
But what else they could be going
So
through,
here's my
bro?
point.
Everybody's
She
human.
gets to quit and not perform no more, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But then now people who did not prepare to play in her position, play her role, have to now play in her position and role and live up to her standard to still achieve the goal that is expected of the whole
They
team.
should've
So
been
when you
prepared.
say we got the weight on our shoulder and the rest of the we still got to perform.
So
They should have been performing.
So she trained for that. That's my point. How do we get? I'm not knocking. She's been doing this for years. They've been doing this for years.
Mario, I feel like with Simone particularly, I feel like they can't even grade this woman. They can't grade her on the fucking scale.
That makes me wonder why she's stressed. That's true.
Nigga, you know you the nicest. So I didn't even gotta.
The point about stress is that to me, just in general, like a lot of these stresses that people have are self-induced. Because those other girls are still, that's a part of the team, still gotta perform too. You put the weight of the world on your shoulders. You don't gotta give a fuck about people's expectations of you. This is a life lesson. You don't give a fuck about people's expectations of you. You just do what you do. When she says we not having fun no more, you stop because you're not having fun. You put the pressure on yourself.
So why did Jordan retire? Because that's the same reason.
I mean, wait, which one? The second return?
The first one.
I don't know, cause I was hearing all types of shit. Cause I was surprised when niggas was like, for him it was like,
He
I
said-
got nothing else to prove. They was like, it's gambling, some shit was that. It was a bunch
He
of
was
shit.
saying he wasn't having fun no more. He just busting everybody ass. He ain't having fun.
Cool. But he finished the season though, didn't he? Or did he quit mid-season?
He quit after the season.
He quit after the season
Quit
though.
after the
Yeah,
dub.
He quit after
he
the season.
did.
In her case, you stop mid-performance, which I'm cool with, cause again, in her sport, they say if you're not mentally focused, the type of flips and shit that she doing,
Yeah.
she can get hurt. Cause they saying she's doing
Facts,
shit
yeah.
that women have never done. And then she's doing shit that few men could do without getting injured. You at the
That's what she
pinnacle
said.
of your shit.
She said after she did her first move, she landed like, no, I ain't right mentally. So
Right, so that's why I applaud her for quitting. You gotta quit if you're gonna hurt yourself. But my point is mentally, how do you even get to that point? Because all the pressure you put on yourself, you don't gotta accept the expectation of pressure that people put on you. That's the lesson to me in all this shit. But no one talks about how do you
Again,
get
it's
her
a
other
lesson that you get, but when it comes to mental health, or just like anything, or how we done said on episodes before, you can't explain shit to somebody that's delusional about shit. Even if that is her own perception of it, that she's out of control, you can't explain how in control she is.
Right, I don't want to explain it to her.
You know what
But
I'm
when
saying?
people just acknowledge the situation happening and then we brush past it, there's a lesson in the situation. So to me, the conversation should be the lesson in the situation for other people coming up in that same predicament.
It sounds like
Understand that you don't gotta carry the weight of shit.
you're putting it in a really
I
good
hear
way.
you. I
And I'm
hear
about to
what
fuck
you're
it
That's
up.
what I'm saying.
I
These
hear
type of
what you're
conversations, I'm watching
You
people all day.
blaming
No
her
one's
for it.
having this point. So that's why I feel like in this podcast sometimes we gotta take the angle that a lot of motherfuckers is missing.
I mean, you're saying it in a well-spoken, diplomatic way, but you're saying essentially she's causing her own mental anguish by
I
accepting
don't
all
know
the
her
pressure.
exactly, but potentially, because we can only speculate. But no one wants to speculate on how
He
did we
didn't
get
disagree,
here.
y'all. I tried to get him to say it for real, but he won't. He won't do it.
I don't, but that's why everybody else who talks on any situation is giving their opinion. I don't know what she's going on behind the scenes. But it's like you prepared for a year for this, and you're still in the same predicament as the other girls who are still performing it on the floor. You at least practice and prepare for this routine. These other girls didn't even prepare to play in your role, and now when you quit, they got to step up and play in your role and still try to win a championship. So when you say we have the pressure on us, but the rest of the we still performs,
She disrespecting the game.
no, she's not disrespecting the game.
Cause I mean,
Because
You
you
think she
individual.
disrespected her teammates?
I'm not saying that either.
Like,
My point is the whole entire situation when people focus on one part of it, which is just the her part, but then when it's the narrative of, okay, well, yeah, it was a lot of pressure. But then this pressure still shifts. But why those girls don't feel as much pressure? My whole point is the pressure for most people is as much as you put on yourself. Can't nobody project pressure onto me. Can't nobody make me perform or do shit that I don't want to do. When I was growing up, my mom wanted me to be a fucking lawyer and an engineer. I work in fucking finance.
Yeah.
The shit didn't matter to me. Now some people, I met kids who grew up and their parents got expectations and that shit weigh heavy on them. And I be looking at them like, for what? Is your parent gonna like ship you back to wherever you can? They're gonna just like maybe it's other costs associated to your situation that I don't understand.
Yeah.
But in her case, she's so fucking proven and solidified. What pressure you
But
really got?
that's the pressure right there. I'll say like from making music, like I could be like, yo, Ocean 7 was so fucking good.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel confident that I'm about to be able to do this. And now it's like I got the weight of the world, my world on my shoulder. Like you feel me? Like
So
now
I
I'm
gotta
hindering
top
myself.
Self-induced.
I gotta top myself. I gotta be better than I've been.
But it's not intentional. It's just like
And she's
you
doing
know what the critics
crazy
be
shit.
saying. You know how people will be thinking. It's like, yeah, I gotta be perfect all the time. That is the image that they have to promote every time they are out there displaying their talent for the world, for their country.
But a lot of the niggas' truth and how much I gotta be better than is based in public opinion. So even when you talk about put out a music or what's the basis of your success? Your basis of success is popular opinion. So now you might lose some motherfuckers who don't like your new work, but you might gain some new motherfuckers that like your new work. So what you scared of?
But in her case, what if she can't top her last move and now she really got the weight of the world on her shit?
She don't need to, because in that case, you playing this team shit. Your basic shit is better than they best shit. They were saying she was doing shit that she ain't even ever done that no other female has done. They say, her routine was extremely difficult. When you look at how they score shit, they start off with a difficulty score before you even perform, because they know what the fuck you gonna do. You put your routine in. Her shit is like a point higher than everybody else shit before she even started. You put that on yourself.
Yeah.
And that shit is crazy. If she fuck up on her difficulty routine, her score's still gonna be higher than the rest of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's beyond some Jordan Kobe.
So, just to play, I guess, devil's advocate.
Yeah.
I feel like because she knows she's so good, she really turned it over, so the other girls can shine.
She did say that too. She said, I got these trophies already. Like, this y'all first
And I can
time.
respect that. That's why I respect her quit. Because for me, you can quit because you don't got nothing to prove. That's my whole point. Or even the pressure, though. You so solidified. Why are you even stressing yourself? Because you stressing yourself.
Yeah.
I do gotta say, Green, I think you're being a bit dismissive of the weight that being the best in the world at something can do. She's like got endorsements, she got Wheaties boxes, she got people really like expecting her to win. And I think
they're not expecting her to do the extraordinary things that she's putting pressure on herself to do. She's already extraordinary.
You don't think so?
No, she's already seen the expectations. If Simone Biles doesn't even, if she performs her whole routine and doesn't get gold, it does not diminish nothing she does. She's so solidified in her sport, bro. Like, no, look at her pedigree and what she has done. She's so solidified. It's beyond like a LeBron of her sport. Like, she the Michael Phelps of her shit. Like, that's like forever. Like the best to ever do it forever already. And she didn't even perform. You know what I mean? Like when you so good at if I don't even show up this time, I'm still considered the best ever. What's the pressure to perform this time for real? Because even if she quit, she didn't even finish nothing. She's not going to do her individual or nothing. Is it going to diminish her reputation of who she is and what she meant to the sport?
Hell no.
No, but if you compete fully and get a silver when everybody think you're the best, nigga, we got definitive proof now you're not the best. You might be like the best ever still, but you ain't the best.
So how
right
is that
now?
outcome different than the outcome that we have in reality? And as we're sitting here right now, I don't think anybody in America diminishes their respect or appreciation for what she is.
Because you could never do it. You could never
But that's my
if
point.
somebody
She didn't
actually-
even finish and they got a silver and she still got one. She didn't even participate in the team sport. You did one event and you still got a medal and we still view her the same with the same respect and regard. Right. She literally quit, and I'm not knocking her, but she literally quit. And how do we feel about her? It's the so what weight was really there?
Because if she would have did it and got silver,
I think that
would that have changed things for y'all? Because it wouldn't have changed shit for me.
It would have changed it for the world though. Like damn, you're not number one.
Again, I feel like we're talking about this fictional world because she's not number one no more. So regardless of whether she finished or not, she's not number one now.
You see what I'm saying? Like you keep talking about some fictional shit. She's not number one. She became number two. She performed on the squad.
But
that is
not
now
on her
number two.
behalf, though. You feel me?
Oh, so y'all giving her an asterisk?
Like,
Nah.
I feel what you're saying, bro.
Nah, I feel you too.
Yeah,
Ain't no asterisk for real in sports.
There's no asterisk. So she is number two. You literally quit on and in sports world, that's blasphemy, bro. That's like snitching in the gang, bro. You supposed to play to the end of this shit. You know how many days I didn't want to practice in Little League football? How many times I was checking the nigga in the beginning, it's pressure, I'm scared. I'm like, it's first quarter, I'm antsy than a motherfucker, anxious as hell. I wish I ain't had to check this motherfucker. But I can't, coach, take me out the game.
Nah,
I'm not knocking her for saying that, but she quit and came in second in a medal she didn't earn. That's the reality. That's the reality.
And she getting okays and applause.
And she getting okays and applause, and you still a world fucking
Right,
U.S.
so-
hero.
So your point, like what
I seen some shit.
what pressure did
What
you
pressure
have on
was
you?
it be in people's heads is my point, and it's like, yo, niggas don't gotta do this to themselves.
But everybody's different, though.
Everybody is different. But that's why the
different.
conversation though is like,
Yeah.
people coming up like, yo, if you want to have fun in what you're doing, then have fun.
Hey.
It's up to you on how
Her
you
nigga
feel
could have
about
just
some shit.
cheated on her or some shit, low key.
It could have been some other
Yeah,
shit.
it could have been anything else. She just like, I'm
Because I
going
decided
through
not
it.
to play football when I was like, yo, this shit becoming a job. I really genuinely only play football for fun. But when they like, no, you gotta approach it like a job and a profession, then I quit. So I understand a motherfucker saying, yo, I ain't doing some shit because it ain't fun no more. But like, you can make that shit fun. You've been doing this shit for mad long. You so fucking good at this shit.
When I sent that shit to the group chat and you said these Zoomers is something else, I did not expect you to mean
I know
this.
y'all did.
I did
That's
not
why
expect you to
I
mean
hit that,
this.
but that's just how this world is. You hit a headline, motherfuckers, they get sucked in because they think, oh, this nigga about to bash somebody and take this angle. Okay, I'm gonna come charged up with my shit, and they're like, nigga, that ain't even what I meant. I did that shit on purpose.
I seen the post regarding this talking about how niggas always had to get participation trophies. Like this the age of those people, so they're feeling like
They the adults now.
too weak.
seen
You know
that.
what I'm saying? But at the same time, fuck all of that because she left for her motherfucking mental health. I would never down a woman who is making moves for the sake of her mental health. Fuck all of that.
Any person,
Any person. But specifically women.
black woman.
I'm gonna go hard for black women. All day.
Facts.
I mean, Green, you really got me thinking though. You raised a
And that's
really
where I
interesting
think
point.
Generation Z is different though, because they'll quit some shit and advocate for themselves. See, again, back then, our generation be before.
You
That
gotta
shit is
finish that
blasphemy,
shit.
bruh.
Yeah.
But Gen Z, they different. They'll advocate for themselves. Say, I'm gonna walk the fuck off. I'm gonna walk the fuck off this job. I'm gonna walk the fuck off this game. I'm gonna walk the fuck off.
I don't need this
And I'm not against
disrespect.
that.
I wonder if she feels better. I genuinely wonder if Simone Biles feels better after dropping out.
I think she
wonder
probably
if it was like
because the one thing I
beneficial for
thought
her.
I read was that like, yo, literally when she was doing interviews and all that shit afterwards, like she was shaking. Like she was really like shaking, like anxious and like, yo, this shit is really fucking with me.
Well,
So I'm not
prayers
knocking
up.
the quitting part, but it's like people don't talk about how do we build up to this moment to where we have this type of breaking situation to where we gotta acknowledge it and get here. You want to give niggas advice on like, yo, be mindful of the pressure you putting on yourself. You don't gotta do it like that.
That was a dope hot take, Green.
Yeah. But that's a,
You
that's
just
a-
got
they don't discuss that shit.
definitely. We can end on that.
Yeah,
You done?
that was fire.
Hey, I'm done.
That was his rant.
I forgot we didn't record. I'm like, this post podcast.